Hello, everyone. Welcome or welcome back to the Venusian Light Tarot. So today we are going to be doing a collective reading. This reading is going to be for a specific group of people. So if you feel drawn to this reading in any kind of way, or if you resonate with what I'm going to say here in the beginning part of the reading, then the message could be for you. But if you don't feel connected to it in the beginning, then it may not be your message. So if there will be an extended, I will leave the link for that down below in the description box. So when I was tapping in here to see what the message was, I was being shown somebody with like these big open arms, and I had heard something about like opening or open arms. And then this card came out, chakra clearing. And then I also heard go with your heart, and we have this career transition. This may not be about career for everybody, but for some of you specifically, this does have something to do with your career or about your direction kind of in general of life. And then I also was hearing time to rearrange, and the Tower, the Temperance card, and the Seven of Cups came out. So this does feel to be a message for someone that you could be going through a bit of a confusing time right now. Maybe your emotions, maybe your mental space, maybe the direction of your life right now does feel kind of fuzzy or confusing. And I'm being told that if this is for you, you definitely have either been doing some chakra clearing, you could be guided to do chakra clearing, or you may just feel that sensation more so in the form of like a lot is going on for you energetically, like a lot that you are feeling. Again, it could be with something with these fish here too, and actually seven main chakras that we have. So there's something I feel that you could be going through, whether you feel this or this is just a confirmation for you. I was hearing for some as well, this message in itself could be a confirmation of some sort of confusion that you're going through, or maybe you are pondering a different direction for some of you, and this reading could serve as confirmation. And I'm also hearing that this could make better sense maybe like a month or two after it's posted, but it doesn't have to be for everybody. It just depends on where you are. But yeah, I feel like you could be definitely navigating a lot of changes, which you have to go through in order to clear out any form of clutter maybe, which has prevented you from following either your true purpose, your true path, or just walking more in authenticity with that is what I'm getting. So yeah, this feels to be for a group of people that need to kind of either go through a reevaluation period, or you're almost like forced into some sort of reevaluation period right now, most likely pertaining to career or just life direction. So yeah, if this kind of sounds like something, and they're also showing me a sponge, and how you're absorbing everything like a sponge, but at the same time you can like squeeze a sponge to get all of the water out. So while you can absorb energy, you can also release energy. So it's important to look after, I feel, your chakras, your energy body right now, and to prioritize maybe self-care, and to focus kind of on how you can become more of a clear channel, I'm hearing, or more of a clear vessel for some kind of balance that you need to go through. So let's see. So yeah, if this kind of sounds like something that you might be going through, let's go deeper into the message. I'm hearing deep down. Wow, the Wheel of Fortune here too, Four of Cups. Yeah, this feels to be actually a pretty clear message. Again, this is probably for some of you who are either it depends. Either you're not happy where you are, or this is the Four of Swords. Did I say Four of Cups? This is the Four of Swords. Either you're not happy with where you are, or you are just being called right now to really, it's almost like you're being put in like this spinning wheel with the Tower. It's like if you're put into a dryer and you're spinning, and that can feel very strange, or can feel like you need to take enough time to rest during that process. But I feel like you already know is what I heard. So something about this reading feels like your intuition has manifested it, or this reading in itself, again, is coming through as like a specific sign for somebody is what keeps coming up as well. I'm hearing the name Bob for someone. But yeah, I feel like, let's see, let's go a little bit deeper into the message here. I also am hearing that some of you, this is again why they're saying that for a few of you, this reading is coming. This reading is coming through at a time where you have yet to experience this. So this could be almost like a predictive reading, or it's going to reach you at a time where it's helping to give you the information to prepare yourself for what's to come in about maybe like a month, 2 months, 3 months, depending on where you are. So there could be some kind of sudden change that happens, maybe even a sudden career change or a sudden career transition. Maybe this is either, brought upon by your environment, or maybe you begin to feel pulled into a different direction. And this is Spirit trying to say to you that we're trying to prepare you. We're trying to give you signs and information to help you to have the most seamless transition process with this. Or if you're currently going through it, to kind of give you information to why you may feel like you're spinning with this Wheel of Fortune. So let's see, Spirit, tell us a little bit more then about this message, please. We have the 9 of Wands, we have the Page of Wands, and at the bottom we have the 8 of Cups. And some of you could be definitely, if this is for you, how you'll kind of know as well is that you either feel this coming on or you're in it, where a lot of emotions could be coming up with this 8 of Cups. Maybe you're beginning to feel like, again, with the chakras, it could be in certain specific chakras that resonate with you, or maybe it's your entire body. There could be a lot of purging happening or crying, or maybe it's manifesting in different ways, exhaustion, or maybe just a restlessness. But whatever it is, I do feel like what's happening is that you are quite literally going through this big chakra clearing with this rainbow colored cloud. I'm getting that it's like your whole body is going through some kind of shift here, which is feeling almost in a way uncomfortable. It could feel good too, it could feel like in some ways it feels good to release the old energy, but it also could feel uncomfortable because it could cause that temporary resting period even, or temporary time where you can't really connect very well, or you feel off or weird. And that's how you'll also know that this is for you. And they really want to emphasize with this 8 of Cups here that some of you have really disconnected from some pretty big situations in your life, or on a energetic level. The size of this eclipse here, you may be purging a lot of really big things. So it could be a very big thing in your life that you're releasing. It could be a big trauma. It could be a long-standing cycle in your life, but it feels to be a lot is necessary. I'm hearing for you to, again, open up to new frequencies. And for those of you who are a channel yourself or a reader, because I am hearing for some of you watching, you could be, or maybe that's where you're going. Maybe you are feeling called to step into your life purpose of being a reader for some of you. And I'm hearing that if that's for you, this is actually why this is happening, or this is why this 8 of Cups is happening for you, so that you can more fully become a clear channel. Or if you're already a reader, or you're in the spiritual career, you might be put in almost like a timeout in a way, so that your channel can be cleared, so that it can more fully kind of enhance later, if that makes sense. It needs to kind of go through a resting process. We have intuition here. Trust your intuition. Yeah, I feel like you also, there's something about the intuition, because remember I said too, something about this reading being a confirmation of your intuition somehow, or you've been feeling this nagging sensation, that maybe I need to change this, or maybe there's something, it's going to be different, but there's some sort of nagging feeling that maybe you haven't been able to identify fully what it is. But this reading in itself would help to kind of give more of a concrete answer as to what your intuition's been telling you, if that makes sense. Because there's just some sort of subtle but powerful change that your intuition is saying, that somehow you need to clear this, or maybe you need to go through this tower moment, or that there's something better waiting for you, or that it's just like something with your intuition knows it's time for something, is what I keep getting as well. What else can you tell us, Spirit, about this message here today for whoever this is for? They're showing me a rocket taking off. Yeah, and I'm also hearing too that if this reading found you, you could definitely be a group of souls that are really chosen for something, and you could be a part of a certain collective that is about to really like take off like a rocket when it comes to some specific mission that you have. And it could be, again, I do feel for a lot of you with the Page of Wands here, it does have something to do with like you channeling spiritual wisdom, or sharing some of your talents or your gifts or something which can like serve the collective, but it comes from your soul as well. And I feel like Spirit's saying that you're preparing for this rocket to take off in the coming months or so, which is going to prepare you for an even greater up leveling in that area and in that field. And even if you're not in like a spiritual business, again, it's just something about some kind of reinvigoration happening. It's almost like if you emerge from like a week-long spa retreat or something, and during that spa retreat, all of your chakras are like cleansed and cleared and activated and kind of given a boost. And then when you emerge from that with the Page of Wands, it's like everything is kind of expanded and your sensitivities are heightened even further. It's like that's the feeling. So I feel like there's going to be a lot to prepare, like this incoming wave of intense energies, but also very positive energies. We have money, find a way to abundance. And at the bottom here, we also have letting go, learn to let go. I am being told the solar plexus chakra and the sacral chakra, so that could be two of the most significant chakras. I believe the sacral chakra has been coming up in my recent collective readings for like the last month. And so this could be also with the creative center being the sacral chakra, and then the solar plexus can be our ability to, you know, like believe in ourselves, our self-worth. So I feel like those two chakras could be like the most influenced or impacted right now. But find a way to abundance, money. Yeah, this feels like someone... It's going to, again, resonate differently. For some of you, this could be more so connected to like, maybe this is some career transition that's happening, which is going to lead you more into your passion. Like maybe it's something creative and you are adjusting to the belief kind of that you can manifest money by doing what you love to do. It could also be just making more money, you know, something like that, to where you're being assisted here to find more abundance in what you do, or more abundance from this path. Let's see a little bit more. What else, Spirit, for this message, please? But there's such a strong feeling of this intuition. It keeps coming up, like they really want to reiterate somebody's intuition. So I'm not sure what that's going to mean for you. I'm not sure if your intuition just really is trying to tell you something right now, and it's like your intuition wants you to really listen to it, and may have something to do with your beliefs around abundance or money, or I don't know, something. Yes, we have enlightenment at the bottom. Pursue spiritual growth. There's something with these colors, the way that these rainbow colors too, and I chose these two decks you know, intuitively, and how they both have like a rainbow color. And then we have the chakras too, the chakra clearing. So yeah, this feels very good. Like it feels almost very euphoric in a way, even though you may or may not feel that yet, depending. It may be more of an uncomfortable feeling for now. But I do feel like there is some kind of process happening of enlightenment here, where with the Eight of Cups, you are shedding these, yeah, the Seven of Cups is here to the Eight of Cups. So it's like you're going from the Seven of Cups to the Eight of Cups, meaning that you are deciding to release maybe certain obstacles or distractions or blockages around making a decision, or things that have held you back. you know, from your true potential. We also have potential. Think big for your future. And then we also have animal bond, stand up for all animals. Yeah, there's a lot of energy in this reading. Like, I feel very energized. Yeah, but I mean, with the potential here, think big for your future. That's pretty much what, you know, I was saying before. It feels like this is for someone that needs to know that. Like, it's time to think bigger for yourself. It's time to listen to your intuition, you know, when it comes to kind of what you're capable of. Is there anything else here, Spirit, that you want to say before we pull a few more cards? Is there anything else with this? Now let's get some of these cards here. I am seeing we also have face your fears, which is beneath that. So again, I do think that this does have a lot to do with some of your fears kind of that have been keeping you from fully believing in yourself. And it's like there's a feeling of like now is the time to clear that with the chakra clearing. So again, either you feel called to do some kind of deep cleansing or deep clearing, or this is happening in a way of like a jolt of energy kind of with the enlightenment here that Spirit is putting you through so that you can release with the Tower and let go of the blockages that have held you back from creating more abundance. And also not just abundance, but for some of you, you could even be called to work with animals for someone specific. And maybe it's connected to something like doing what it is that you love to do from your soul and what your intuition tells you to do, rather than looking at it from like a lens of what is, you know, accepted in society or what would kind of make you more money, but clearing more so from a place of being able to follow your heart. Yeah, I did hear that in the beginning, follow your heart. So some of you, this could be a very specific message for someone. I keep getting, someone needs to hear this, that if you feel called to follow some kind of career path, which again, maybe you don't think would make you a whole lot of money, or maybe it's some lesser known career path, or you feel like it's somehow you worry that it's not going to be important, or that it's not going to make it, that's for somebody to know that right now your heart is actually the guiding light and the guiding force for this. And that's why Spirit wants to assist you in releasing the belief systems that have maybe hindered your ability to follow your heart when it comes to this. So maybe it's a transition that you're making. For some, I can see it being that. Like maybe you feel unhappy in your present, like 9-to-5 job, for example, and it's something that like intuitively, you know, something is missing. Maybe you haven't been able to put your finger on it, or maybe you have always had a dream to do something different. And it's like, it's kind of getting to the point now where I feel you're ready to release what the fears that had stood in the way for you to make that change. And it's like, it's time to follow your intuition, because your intuition knows. It's like you can never go wrong, I'm hearing, when it comes to trusting your intuition, because your intuition already sees the future, is what I'm being told, in this situation. Meaning that when you have that intuitive nagging feeling that doesn't go away, it's because your higher self and your guides are actually trying to lead you towards what's best for you, even if your mind is doubting it. So that's why this reading in itself could be that confirmation for you of like a future timeline almost of what would happen if you were to follow your intuition right now. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. This kind of flew out here when I was shuffling. We have family matters. For someone, this actually could be that you are releasing a lot of belief systems that have, been passed down by your family. It may be about money. It could be about work, career, maybe like, I don't know, something about following your heart versus what maybe family says or what you've been taught to believe about money and career and working hard for something or not following more of a creative path. So we have sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. What else, Spirit, would you like to say for this message here today, for whoever this is for? But I'm being told that a lot of you need to spend a couple of days or maybe weeks, whatever it is right now, to yourself with the Four of Swords. It feels like that. Like it feels like you could really highly benefit from just like taking a whole day off and doing some like chakra meditations I keep getting, or maybe like singing bowls or whatever it is that suits you. But there seems to be a focus here about your chakras and clearing your energy within your body, your physical body, and your energetic, self as well, and spiritual body, because I feel like that's really important so that you can find the clarity that you need to allow this to come up, because it could even be so buried down that this is why fragments of it are starting to peek out, like that nagging feeling of your intuition, which is telling you, for example, about this path, and it could almost be like creeping up because you've stuffed it down subconsciously or unconsciously in the past, so it's like it's beginning to scream louder at you of where you are called on the soul level. And it's because of this Eight of Cups, because a lot of you are going through a very intense process right now of awakening, where as you begin to shed layer after layer, it becomes more apparent and it becomes more like visible what you're here to do or what your intuition, again, is telling you. So make sure that you have enough time, even if it's just like an hour at the end of the day, to go into some, meditation maybe, or focusing on what your body and your intuition is telling you right now, because there's a lot of messages coming through. So we have good fortune, the beetle. We also have good news. I'm hearing prepare yourself. Yeah, so like I said in the beginning, this reading could be preparing you for some good news that you're receiving, most likely in career. Or if it's something specific, maybe you've already taken the first steps towards whatever this path is, or maybe it's something that you're already involved in, and maybe you receive good news that is going to confirm this path, or just, I'm not sure what it is, take you further. And they're showing me that rocket taking off again. There's like a lot of good fortune surrounding this decision, or just this following your intuition path. And this could even be an offer that does come in, which is going to require you to follow your intuition. Maybe that there's an offer that will come in, and maybe logically you could tell yourself that if you accept this offer, that wouldn't be good for your, money situation, or like, I can't accept this offer because it's a much lower pay to begin with, or it wouldn't, something like that along those lines. But that could be where you have to trust your intuition, because there's a lot of great fortune surrounding this opportunity for those of you in that particular situation, where it's actually coming to you as a confirmation of this path. I'm hearing rise to the occasion. Yeah, with the rocket, they want me to go back to the rocket message. It feels like you, again, could be a part of a collective here that it's like there's some kind of window of time opening where you are called to rise to the occasion. with more strongly following a certain gift, or just more strongly following some kind of opportunity, you know, or even just in general day to day. Like it could even be that you're just committing yourself to being better at what you do, maybe, or you want to commit yourself to clearing whatever blockages have been to tap into the full range of your current position with whatever you're doing. It could, you know, it could be that too. But basically there's just this heightened energy that's coming in for someone. Okay, one more of these, Spirit. We have Parrot. Someone will gossip about all of your secrets. Okay, so that could be connected. That's very specific, but it could be connected for some of you to a person who doesn't want to see you follow this path, whether they're intentionally or unintentionally, because Spirit just showed me that listen to your intuition only. So whoever is going to talk about you, that could be for some of you, or maybe someone's not going to like this change, or somehow trying to interfere. They want you to listen to your intuition. We have Success. We have Dogs, getting together with friends. A long journey, either physical or mental, which will leave you wiser at the end, the Elephant. At the bottom, we have Scissors, disappointment in some affair. For someone specific, this could be a disappointment around a fair woman, maybe a woman with either light skin or blonde hair, or gray hair, or white hair. That's just for somebody specifically. And I feel like they want you to focus on this Elephant energy, being wiser at the end of your journey. And yeah, and see, this was at the bottom. Cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life, and great worry over nothing. I feel some of you have been dissatisfied with some part of your life, if not your entire life, maybe even something, which is like, is telling you that it's time to release that fear that has caused you to stay in a dissatisfied life or part of your life. So I'm just going to get one final card here. Is there anything final, Spirit, that you would like to say for this message that maybe we missed? Anything else? They want you to connect with water. So again, with the clearing reference, it could be really good to spend time near water or in water or salt baths, because they're showing me that you're, again, going through a big transformation with the butterfly, and something about how the butterfly is around dry and barren energy, and it needs to be around water to fully fly, is just what they're telling me. So surround yourself with supportive energy right now, especially self-care. Anything final, Spirit, that the viewer needs to know? Yeah, we have dream stream. Swim in your depths, deep, deep, deeper, and deepest. So there's the water. Yeah, this really feels like this is a time of, yeah, and this one too. Formless self. You are beyond mind, beyond body, and beyond. So yeah, it's a very, can't really find the word for it. It just feels very much of a spiritual experience that is this enlightenment process. And again, with the Four of Swords, I feel some of you are able right now to access these soul and higher self messages by allowing yourself enough time to swim into the depths right now of yourself, to access this information and these gifts. Wow, look at the bottom. Pure water. Splash around in your emotional world for healing messages. Again. So I'm even hearing some of you there could be a specific guide that really wants to connect with you right now. Maybe a specific guide that can assist you with whatever this creative thing is, or career transition, or just deepening whatever it is you're doing now. And there's a specific guide. It's almost like they're showing me they're waiting there in like a garden and waiting for you to access in your deep meditation to meet them and speak with them there. So yeah, I feel like that could be symbolic, or that could be literal here, to where it's like you could even have a group of like new spirit guides, or you're connecting to, yeah, like new souls who are ready to assist you in the next level up with what seems to be this career or path spiritually. But it's definitely going to enhance your life in some way in terms of abundance. So for most of you, it's going to translate into money and career, but it could also be like abundance in your day-to-day as well, if that doesn't resonate with you. But it's definitely going to like assist you in just like being happier, it feels like too. Because I feel like some of you have hit a dead end in either this career or position in your life, or just circling in some kind of dissatisfied cycle within yourself. And it's like you find yourself to keep hitting the same wall. And you know that you've been doing that. You know that you've been going in circles and hitting the same wall. And that's why your intuition has been saying that it's like there's more if you can allow yourself to go through this enlightenment process and go to the depths of yourself here, to not settle kind of to be dissatisfied with your life, because the true magic is waiting for you to unlock it, which can give you a much happier and better life and more stability as well in the physical world. Okay. So I think I will leave it here. I hope that this reading was helpful for whoever it was for. Definitely let me know if this resonated with you. Please give it a thumbs up, comment down below. I'd appreciate it. And I will talk to you all next time. Take care and lots of love.